Up? Your typical autistic metalhead here. My hair's all wild and puffy today, which is cool. Um, but I recently did a video talking about just how like I got into metal and my just immersion in metal and stuff. This is like somewhat of a follow up. Just like I wanted to touch more on the points that I made in that video. And just want to talk about like just like how I've always kind of been scared of like considering myself a metalhead or like expressing myself as like a metalhead or just a person that like predominantly wants to listen to metal. And I've always like suppressed like I need to be listening to other things too. I mean, I still like listening to a variety of music, but metal is just like something I always just excites me more than anything, more than any other genre. And I just love the artwork that goes along with it, like wearing band shirts and expressing myself in that way. And but I've always been like scared of like saying that I'm like a metalhead or a person who's really into metal music and predominantly into metal music. And I'm just kind of finally just like being more confident in myself, and just as time is going on, I'm just getting more open into it and just realizing that it's just like such an important genre to me and just something I wanna do and wanna like express myself as. Like, yeah, I kind of am a metalhead. I really like metal music. I know lots of things about metal, and it's just like something, a community I want to be a part of. It's just something I really enjoy and really like. But this will kind of like go through like why I've been scared and why it took me so long to really like want to express myself that way and carry myself that way is like, so I guess like I talked about when I was in my last video about like when I was younger and stuff. Couldn't really express myself like as like much of a metalhead. People thought it was weird. A lot of people were around. I was like around a lot of like normie people that weren't open to things. I grew up in a religious background, and just wouldn't have been like as accepted. Like I was like mostly like fairly accepted. Me being into like spooky shit. I always loved like Halloween things, like spooky, like shit like that. And so it was like I would have loved like extreme metal and stuff. But but then I guess I was like somewhat like not as open to extreme metal when I was a kid. I didn't really have the accessibility to it. I didn't have anybody like get me into it around me, and just like it probably would have been too intense for me to an extent when I was really young. But but like at that time, like I just like especially like with people like in school and stuff, and like I wanted to like fit in. I've been I'm autistic, so big thing do I have autism is I mask people to try to like fit in to like seem normal, and that's just something I've done most of my life. So blending in, and I guess like with the people I'm around or people I look up to, because they're accepted or whatever, it feels safe to me, I guess. So I like usually like would mask or like copy other people in that way. I used to get so much shit for that too, like copying people, and that's like another thing I've been really anxious about, especially when I started like my YouTube channel, is that like I've always been like freaked out, like people are gonna get upset with me. It's like I get like inspiration from doing something that some other person did, like oh, you're just copying me, man, like get the fuck out of here. And like everybody gets inspiration from other things. It's just what it is. That's how art progresses, and that's how just things progress. And I just don't really see a problem with it. And but I've just never really gotten support in that regard. And I mean, you should definitely like straight up blatantly copying people is not the best thing to do, not amazing. But getting inspiration from people, making a very similar video to what other people have done, like I don't see any problem in that at all. But I've just always been really self-conscious about it. I've had low self-esteem for a while because people have always just like been so negative towards me in a lot of regards in my life. So me just like I used to be really into skateboarding when I was a kid, and I just remember people like I would start wearing like skating shirts and stuff. Like I would wear like skate logo shirts and just express myself as a skateboarding. So I really loved skateboarding, and that was just something that like I remember people just like get like upset with me and just think no, you're just a poser, man, you don't know anything about skateboarding. Like, and like of course like poser is like a big thing in like the metal community too. Like if you're wearing like a metal shirt, and people are gonna think you're like a fucking poser. Like or whatever if you don't know everything about the band. And that was like another thing that like made me scared of like talking predominantly about metal like on YouTube and stuff. It's just like people like, if you don't know everything about a band, you're just a poser. You don't know anything. Like it's like people have just always been so negative towards me, and there's just negative light in that and within the community sometimes. And yeah, those people are shit, but like I still like it. Just freaks me out, and I just like try to avoid it. I'm very avoidant. Can be very avoidant when it comes to stuff like that, because it makes me feel safe, and I don't want to be attacked. I don't want confrontation. But yeah, that was like the main thing, like all through like middle and high school and stuff. Like my self-esteem being so low. I couldn't like. I was talking about how I had a really close friend back in like early middle school, and I was like really into metalcore and stuff. And he just like wasn't into it and thought I was fucking weird for listening to it, and everybody else thought I was weird for listening to it. The people I was around the most, like my friend group at the time, that were treating me like shit. Never fucking true friends at all. But I just like got mixed in with them, and it's like I guess it felt like it was hard for me to get out of it. Like nobody else is gonna like me, and they were like put this thing in my head that all the other people were fucking weird and you shouldn't be around them and shit. And like it's very toxic, and I wish I would have expressed myself the way I wanted to back then, and been into the stuff, like been around people that were like-minded and would have been into the same shit as me that I really wanted to be into. And I just never wanted to be weird. I just wanted people to fucking like me, I guess. There's always, I don't know. It's just like it's always a thing in a lot of people's heads. It's just like you want to be liked by people, I guess. But that was like a big thing. And that's why I didn't want to express myself in that way at that time either. And throughout high school, it just got like where I wasn't even listening to metal music, and I was listening mostly to hip hop and rap music because I was like accepted. And I did like a lot of rap music, and I still like some of the stuff from back then. It's mostly from nostalgia now, but I still like really cool like electronic kind of sounds coming out of that. And like if there was kind of like a darkness to it, I'd really like it, like Odd Future and A$AP Rocky and stuff. Like I liked that stuff a lot and gravitated towards it a lot at that time. But then like even like after when I started getting into metal again, after high school and such, I still wore like very basic ass clothing. I never like wore like actual band shirts and stuff. And didn't want people to see that part of me. It's just that people still think I was weird and didn't have the expression in that way. And I guess like some part of that too, when I got right out of high school, like I started getting into like minimalism. I'm like, oh, I have all these clothes now, I'm just going to get rid of most of my clothes and just wear these like clothes I already have, which I somewhat respect in a way. But I do like expressing myself with my clothing now, especially. But that was like still a thing, like even like up into like recent years, that I just wore like basic fucking clothes, trying to blend in with people, look normal, and just couldn't express myself in that way. And I don't say I would regret it, because I just like I am where I am now, and I'm happy with what I do now, and that I'm happy that I'm confident enough to express myself in that way now. But I just thinking about that at the same time, especially because I started dating a person in like the early 2020s. That was very like I just feel like I couldn't express myself that way around them, and I started opening up about that. I started getting more confident in myself like towards the end of my relationship with that person. And that's when I finally started expressing myself wearing like extreme metal shirts, like more like offensive shirts. There's people just like I was scared of like scaring that person, being my true self, being my true like the shit that I'm into, like offensive, like if anything was like offensive or anything. And they were like fairly open-minded about stuff like that, but like at the same time, like they probably still would have had issues with it in their fucking family and shit. And just didn't want to confront that. Somebody actually fucking liked me for once in my life, and showed some form of like care and love towards me. So I was scared of fucking that up, but I finally started letting go of it and started expressing myself a little bit more. I chose shirts that weren't like blatantly offensive, but I started wearing band shirts and mostly like extreme metal, like black metal and such like that. And made me start feeling a lot more confident in myself. And it's like, yeah, this is the way I want to express myself. I like wearing all black and having a cool fucking band logo on my shirt that I'm really into. And I just really love the artwork and the aesthetic of metal music and everything. And it's just like, I like that it like kind of deters like normies too. Like it'll like attract the right people. It'll attract like people who are into metal music. And I love that too. And I'm like wearing like my shirts now, and I go out and like somebody's like, oh, sick blasphemy shirt or something. I'm like, oh, yo, like what? Wasn't expecting that, but thanks, that's awesome. I love that shit. I love like connecting with people in that way. I love connecting over art with people, especially like extreme art. And just when people are into metal, it's so fucking cool to me. And it's always been that way. Like if somebody's into metal, like I think you're fucking cool. Like it's fucking awesome. Like I've always felt that way. Like ever since I was a little kid, I'm like, oh, that's like this cool. This guy's listening to some cool fucking music. Like anybody who's into cool music, I've always been like always looked up to and just like admired. And but I've always been too scared to like express myself in that way because everybody's gonna think I'm just a poser, just fake, or I'm not allowed to do that. I'm not allowed to express myself that way. Or if you wear this extreme shirt, you're fucking weird. You shouldn't be wearing that, and you're wrong. I just felt that way a lot of my life, and it's like a big reason why I just never wanted to express myself as a metalhead. And I've always been so like scared to like talk about metal like on YouTube, like I was saying before, just because I just don't want people coming after me, man. Like but taking that risk now, I'm over that shit. Like I'm fairly confident with I fucking love metal music, and I am confident more in my knowledge about it now, and want to express some of my knowledge. And as I want to express, as I keep learning more things about metal, like I feel like I'm in a good like base state, and like want to keep expanding and like express and share things that I'm learning, and going through my music collection and just talking about shit that I love, just talking about the fucking music that I love, talking about the classics, talking about stuff that I've been into, stuff that has just like had an effect on me, and express that and share that with people, and hopefully get learn some stuff from other people on here, and learn about other cool fucking bands, learn some niche fact about this band, or and yeah, it's just kind of my goal with that, and that's why I want my channel to be more metal focused now. It's just a cool fucking thing that I love and always have, and just something I want to talk about and nerd out over. That's just what it is. So yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts on that. I consider myself a metalhead now. Straight up, like even putting into my titles on my channel, expressing myself as a your typical autistic metalhead. Like that's a big step for me. Like from when I first started my YouTube channel, I would not have said that. I would not have been talking like this on my channel. Wouldn't have felt confident enough. I would have been scared, and I'm just trying to stop being scared and just like express myself the way I want to. I'm valid. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Like who the fuck cares? And I'm tired of other people fucking trying to put me down for shit that I want to fucking do. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Hope you guys liked the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.